Dumalang, Sanbonani, greetings. Welcome to today's episode, and it's a very special episode where we speak about special things for special people, such as yourself, watching this very special person. I always say it's a special episode. So, yeah, welcome to today's episode. My name is still Nkosinathi Mokwena, and for today, I want us to look at something different, right? In this video, I don't want to speak about a lot of things. However, I just want us to focus on four critical things. In 90% of the videos I've shot thus far, the core focus is self-development. And the reason why we're doing all the things that we're doing, if you're studying or you're working or you're self-employed, whatever it is that we're doing it so that we can have a comfortable life at the end of the day, so that we can have the ability to provide for ourselves, so that we can be financially independent, financial freedom. That's what we're always preaching. And now there are certain core concepts that we need to understand about ourselves in order for us to be able to reach that point. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you get paid, but it's about how are you managing the little or the lot that you have. Because you have superstars who get paid millions, and then 2 years after they're done with their contracts, after they've finished their careers, and then they run broke. You have family members who get payouts once they leave work. However, after 2, 3, 4 years, they are back to where they started. So now, what are those things which are causing us to either fail or to succeed minimally? That word doesn't exist. But to succeed with restrictions, it prohibits our level of success, right? Because if you've moved just from one point to the next, you have succeeded. But you can even go further depending on the four things which I want us to speak about. Number one, the first one is your attitude. Your attitude is very important. Number two, we're going to speak about your belief. Number three, it's your habits when it comes to money. And then last but not least, number four, there we're speaking about your ability to act even when you're not in the mood. Now let's start with the first one. In no particular order, your mindset when it comes to money is very important. Because if you are working solely for the purpose of getting the financial remuneration, you are missing the point. Because in everything that you're doing, you need to understand that being a multimillionaire and being a centenaire, the difference between the two is not just the money, but it's the mindset also. A wise man once said, if all the money in the world was taken and distributed evenly amongst everyone, all that money will soon end up in the same pockets where it was before it was distributed. And the reason is because how we think when we have money, how we think about money, it affects now our habits when we do get that little money. Now, there are people who, whenever they see money, they lose it. They have great plans for their lives, they have ideas, business plans, but now, as soon as the money comes, all of a sudden now they're not able to handle it. They're not able to do the things that they wanted to do. So, as a point of departure, you first need to work on your mindset to say, I want to be successful. Why do you want to be successful? The why has to be so powerful, such that even when things happen, when storms come, you remain rooted. Because it's not about the fruits, but it's about the roots of that tree, to say how deep do they run. So if your zeal to become financially free is not deeply rooted in things that affect you as a human being, then you're going to have a challenge. Now, let's speak about your attitude towards money. Your attitude towards money is mainly influenced by your belief. If you believe that money is the beginning of all evil, you know, when you read the Bible, it says the love for money is the source of all evil. The love for money. So you don't need to love money, but you need to seek what money can do for you, because you're not good, you're not doing anyone a favor by being mediocre. If you're saying, hey, no, I don't want to love money, hey, I don't want to have a lot of, you're not doing anyone a favor, but instead you're doing everyone a disservice. You can't contribute now when it comes to church functions. You can't contribute when you are with your friends. A family member has a crisis, you can't be a person that they call and seek assistance from. So if you look at it, in as much as people, they like to associate money with evilness, but money, it enables you to be able to do a lot of other things that if you don't have, you become a hindrance or it becomes a problem. There are people who can't even go to family gatherings now because they feel as though their voices, they're not heard when they speak, because they don't have the financial backing to back whatever it is that they're saying. So your belief when it comes to money, it's very important. If you believe that you are destined for great things, even when you don't have any great thing in your life, because of that belief, you will keep on doing things which will propel you in the right direction. So that's where I'll leave it for now. But it's a discussion that we can elongate and go even deeper. But maybe in the near future, we'll look at more videos where we go deeper and let's check biblically, what does the Bible say also about wealth? Because it's also another very important source of knowledge and wisdom. Now, let's also speak about your ability to do things even when you're not in the mood. Discipline is what separates us from the people who are in the top 1%, right? If you think most of the things which you're doing, they're controlled by your moods. If you don't feel like doing something, you don't do it. If you feel like it's right for you to do something also, you do it. And in those instances, you find that the thing that you are avoiding to do is the very same thing which you ought to do to change your life. The very same thing which you feel like doing is the very same thing that you're not supposed to do in order for you to attain the dreams, in order for you to get to where you want to go. So it's never a don't do things based on feelings or do things based on feelings. However, we need to be motivated, have a clear goal, a clear plan to say, whether it's raining or it's not raining, this is what I need to stick to. So as a takeaway, let's change our mindset, number one. Money is not evil, but the love for money, that's where the problem is. Number two, your habits when you have money, they are as important as your habits when you don't have it. So who you are when you have money and who you are when you don't have it, there shouldn't be a huge distinction. If you are a millionaire, with or without the million. Because when you read, when you watch documentaries, when you do your research, you'll find that almost 99.9% of all millionaires have once lost their wealth. And now it becomes important for you to understand that, okay, if this person has made $1 million and they lost it all, because you can never be perfect as a human being. There'll always be areas where maybe you misjudge something and it tends to cripple you. Then what is the difference between them and us? Everything now, that's where it boils down to the mindset. In one of the videos I said, it's not enough to be at the right place at the right time, but you have to be the right person at the right place at the right time. So if you're not the best version of yourself, as I've said previously, we will see you on I Blew It. After working so hard, or after getting the money from gambling, Betway, you know, aviator and stuff. And to close it off, let's go back to the belief. The belief is very important. Your belief in yourself, number one. To say, are you someone who's deserving of wealth? If you don't believe that you deserve great things, if you don't believe that you deserve wealth, then that will harm how you think. It will affect the opportunities which you pursue. It will affect also the type of life that you live. So, belief is a very important element. It's a very important aspect. And no matter what you're going through now, I just want to say, just drink water. You'll be fine. You've made it this far, and you can still make it further. Because I always say this one thing. Everything you know now, there was a point in life where you didn't know. Everything you have now, there was a point in life where you didn't have. So don't be discouraged by all the things that you don't have yet. You can still attain them, for as long as you maintain the right framework, the right mindset, and the right attitude. My name is Nkosinathi Mokwena, and I'll see you on the next one.